What's up? What's up? Welcome to the den. Welcome to the den. You are live. This is a Thought and Talk podcast with Aaron EBM. Let's get right into today's broadcast. Okay. What's going on? I hope y'all are having a wonderful week. I am so far. Let me see. Get this thing going. All right. Hope y'all are having a wonderful week. Welcome to the broadcast again. This is Aaron EBM, and you are in the Thought and Talk podcast. So it's been a lot of stuff going on, man. As usual, a lot of stuff going on in the space and in the world. Big thing is the passport, bros. And in this YouTube thing, it is when in Rome. So that's what I'm doing. And we're going to talk about a little bit about the passport, bros, and how they're doing, what's been going on in the space, and just a whole bunch in between. So I hope you guys have been taking care of yourselves. I hope you guys have been listening to me, taking care of your bodies, listening to your bodies, making sure that you are in the best condition you can be. Because what is making yourself better, what is growing, and what is being your best self if your health is bad. If your health is in the toilet, what does all the rest of it mean? So you can have everything in the world, but if your health is bad, you're not going to care about any of it. So make sure you find something that you like to do. Make sure you find, whether it's lifting weights, whether it's cardio, or whether it's something in between. Make sure you got that going on for yourself, and get into it. Today, there's no better time than the day to start taking care of yourself. So make sure you do that, man, because we had a lot of people come and go. A lot of people probably didn't have to go as soon as they did, but they did. And why not just go ahead and be proactive instead of reactive and getting right into it, taking care of yourself. That's something. If we're going to talk about male improvement, that's something that's always got to stay at the forefront. Because what does the rest of it mean? What is the rest? What is gaining all of this stuff, and then we leave this place early. So make sure that you have that. Just make sure you take care of as much stuff as you can, and then let the rest fall as it may. So man, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff happening, and man, I thought about this for a minute, because I didn't want to talk about it at first, but we're just gonna go ahead and do it. The first thing I heard yesterday was the big thing, and I'm fairly new to the space, so I've heard that these conversations come around and again, like clockwork, like the season. So the first thing I heard was the tricking versus, not the tricking versus the game, and having game, and guys, the passport bros, tricking, going overseas, and all this good stuff like that. And I don't have a problem with having your passport. I have my passport as well, even though I'm not part of the passport bros. I do have my passport, and I know how much of accomplishment it can be, or how much of just a sense of pride that you get from being able to get one, because you go through a lot of stuff to get a passport. So and if you're trying to be a better, trying to grow, and you're trying to actually make yourself a better person, or then that is a part of life, that accomplishment that lets you know that you have got to the second phase, or not in the second phase, but the next phase of life. So it's important to have a passport. Plus, if you're in a state like I am, in my state, in Missouri, you can't get on planes. You got to have this thing called the real ID. If you know what the real ID is, go, let me know. If you don't have, it's just like this government issued state ID. And if you can get one of those IDs, or you can get just a plain regular driver's license that's not a real ID. And if you don't have what they call a real ID, then you have to have a passport. So my passport was given to me by my job. I didn't have to pay for any of it. So why not? Why get it, and why not? I've been to several places, several states, and I went to, I think the only place so far that I went that was out of the country was Nuevo Laredo, Laredo, Texas, and Nuevo, on the Mexican side, Mexico side. So there's some benefits to having some passport. So I get it. I get it. The thing, there's a lot to it, man. There's a whole lot to it. And if you've been in this space for a while, you'll understand the back and forth between men and women, and the dynamics of men and women, and actually knowing female nature. And it's a lot to really unpack. And we're going to get into it. But right now, we're going to get into some of the news that I saw. And the first thing is this arrest that happened from a woman in Atlanta. Man, I'm sure if you hadn't seen it by now, you're going to see it right here with me, because you know how I do. When I do get this video up, make sure that you can see it. I appreciate it if you do. Let's see. All right, all right. Let me know if you can see that. I'm gonna minimize this a little bit. All right, this is good. Make sure. Let me know if y'all can hear this in the chat, because I can't hear it. Oh, let me unmute it.
Just a ticket. Be in the park at night. Everyone's gonna receive a simple ticket.
Rewind it a little bit. There you go.
Sir, like I explained to you, you can't be in the park at night. Everyone's gonna receive a simple ticket stating that he was in the park after hours. All right, leave the sign right on the head.
Where am I signing over? Is it Is it a charge or anything, or is it
Just a ticket?
All right, so y'all already see it's just a ticket, no big deal. Everybody gets tickets. It's just like a traffic violation. So it's just a ticket. It happens. Most of us had a ticket. So that pretty much they're in this park at night in Atlanta after hours, and you guys know that's pretty much it's just a misdemeanor being in those in that park grounds after hours. So
And I have to sign it?
You can not sign it and go to jail. It's this one here.
all right, so you heard him say you cannot sign it or go to jail. Every state, it's different, but most states, you have to sign, or either you can pay the ticket by mail or you can appear in court. See, that's the importance of y'all knowing your laws out there. No matter who you are, no matter where you're from, this have anything to do with color. This has everything to do with knowing your laws, knowing that you have your rights, and you can contest all of this stuff. So you have to sign it in the state of Georgia. You have to sign the ticket regardless if you contest it or just pay it. You have to sign it, or you can go straight to jail.
All right, that's your license. Copy of citation. You have any questions?
That's what it is.
Come over here for me, ma'am. Can you come here, ma'am? All right, so you're going to receive a ticket for being in the park after hours. All right? Just need to sign right here on the X.
But because didn't you say we were out of time, so we wouldn't have known that?
Yeah, but that's not a valid reason why you should be in the park because you're from out of town.
And what's your badge number?
7452.
All right, so she got the badge number. They from out of town, so that's another thing all in itself. But no, he's probably trying to clap some cheeks. Y'all know, y'all all been there before. Y'all been in the park trying to do what you do, and you just got caught. So yeah, she asked for the badge number. He gave it to her. Pretty much, most of them will give you give them your or give you your their badge number, and then it's pretty straight and forward.
And what's your name?
Officer Brooks.
What's your first name?
I'm not going to give you my first name.
Okay, and I don't have to sign this, right?
You do have to sign it.
No, I don't.
Okay. Already, see, she asked if she had to sign it, meaning she doesn't know if she had to sign it, right? Then he turned around and said, "Yeah, you got to sign it." Then she says, "I don't have to sign it." So why would you ask him? Get that off of there. Oh, my bad. I fast forwarded. Let me get back to where I was. Sorry about that.
You can not sign it and go to jail. All right, that's your license. Copy of citation. You have any questions?
That's what it is.
Come over here.
All right, dude, pretty cool. It is what it is. Like I say, it's a minor ticket. We all get them. It's a minor ticket. There's no reason for this stuff to win any farther than what it went. But y'all know how it goes.
Ma'am. Can you come here, ma'am? All right, so you're going to receive a ticket for being in the park after hours. All right? Just need to sign right here on the X.
But because didn't you say we were out of time, so we wouldn't have known that?
Yeah, but that's not a valid reason why you should be in the park because you're from out of town.
And what's your badge number?
7452.
And what's your name?
Officer Brooks.
What's your first name?
I'm not. I'm not going to give you my first name.
Okay. And I don't have to sign this, right?
You do have to sign it.
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, like I explained to him, if you don't sign it, then you're going to be physically taken to jail.
Gotcha.
So you refusing to sign?
What's your name?
Officer Brooks, 7452.
What's the badge number?
I gave it to you 2 times, man,
Okay, I'm asking again.
and I'm not giving.
Let's see there. What's up with the big mama energy? That's it right there. The big mama energy. You get a. We always ask for these black officers. We always ask for more representation on the force. You know, you have an encounter with a black officer that pretty much gives you a citation, and then you give him the big mama energy. You give him this attitude, and you're treating him worse than what you would treat another officer. Now, you guys know, regardless of who you are, that she would not treat another officer the way she's treating this officer right here. So this is the part of this big mama energy. They think that they don't have, number one, that they think that they can go uncontested, and they think that they can treat other black men any kind of way. That's why she's confronting this officer like she's confronting him. You know, if you look at it, if you see it enough, you would already know what this is. But she's giving him this attitude for a minor infraction.
It to you.
Okay.
Are you going to sign it?
No, because I want your badge number.
That's fine. Want to put your hands behind your back for me?
No, see, guys.
Hey, listen, my man.
There you go. How, he had, how many warnings did she have? Was that 2-3 times? You know, he's pretty calm dude. You know, not crazy. He already told you was gonna go to jail if you didn't sign it. You said no. You refused to sign it. This is all on tape. Look, he can't give you. It's only so many chances somebody can give you, especially if you want body cams, right? You want body cams. He got it on. So if he has a body cam and he gets audited and they see that he doesn't follow through what he's telling you to do, he could get in trouble. So he offered you a way out. You didn't take it. Now you're getting arrested, and it's getting ready to get crazy. Come on.
Put your hands behind your back.
Sir,
Ma'am?
you're hurting me.
Okay. I'm asking you to put your hands behind your back.
Sir.
Put your hands behind your back.
Look at her. Look like she don't, like, all of a sudden she don't know what he's talking about. You know, she had all that attitude before he get ready to put these handcuffs on. Now she looking at him like, hey, you know, you brother, you my brother. No, you going to jail. Take your ass to jail. You know, get bonded out, and then you go from there. But you had a chance, man. I ain't got no sympathy, man. We all done been there, and when we think about it, and when it's something stupid, we should have zigged when we should have zagged, and we know different. Hindsight is 2020. But when it comes to these B-dubs, these black women, and the way they interact with us, it's different. The lines are pushed, and y'all seeing it. Y'all seeing it right here.
Sir.
Man, put your hand behind your back.
Come on.
I need you to back up.
I'm just saying, like,
I need you to back up.
You don't need to touch her like that.
She's not putting her hands behind her back.
I'm asking a question.
Okay.
Come on, y'all. She's asking the question, right? That's what she said. She's asking the question. But y'all had the time to talk. Get this in. Y'all had the time to talk before you got getting ready to put the handcuffs on. He was pretty respectful. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary, you know, wrong that I would say, hey, he was out of line. He told you what he was going to do. He told you what was going to happen. You chose to give him that big mama energy, and now you finna go to jail. And then, of course, you got this guy, you know, telling him, hey, you don't have to touch her like that. No, it's too late. You guys got to realize, man, that y'all not above the law. It's no point of fighting, you know, having a court of law on the side of the road, or having a court of public opinion on the side of the road, when you have every opportunity to take this stuff to court and then battle it where you should battle it. You never battle this stuff out in the court. If you feel like your civil liberties are being impeded upon, then hey, you take that evidence, you go to court, you fight it. But to fight this stuff on the side of the road, what do they always tell you? You have the right to remain silent. Anything they say can and will be used against you in the court of law. So all this stuff that happens, all of this stuff for her refusing to sign the ticket is all going to go against her. The attitude, everything they can show is going to go, and they're going to use it against you. But hey, what can you say when you can't tell these women anything? This is another thing. They want men in certain positions of power. You know, you're supposed to do better. You're supposed to be leaders of the community, get in positions of power. And then when you are in the position of power that they ask you to be in, they still don't respect it. And that's why that's why you see these kind of situations right here. What do you do? I have a hard time believing that if every man in the collective had their stuff together and they were able to have these positions of power, I still don't believe that they would listen, and I still don't believe that they would respect the authority that men are in. That's just the power dynamic in the black community or the collective. They're never going to respect what the positions of black men. You can see it right here. They don't respect positions of men anyway, you know, but the men to them are in the bottom. They're in the bottom of the totem pole, and that's why she gave the attitude that she gave, and that's why she's finna go to jail.
Just all I'm doing is
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind you. You're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. I asked you to sign the ticket. You told me you're not signing it.
Sir,
put your hands behind
I'm
your back.
asking you a question.
Okay? I'm letting you know. I'm not going to ask you again. I'm going to forcibly put your hands behind your back.
But, sir, Mr. Brooks.
That was the second, third warning?
Is this really necessary?
Oh, yeah, it's real necessary. When you had your chance. You had your chance to go home and not even worry about it. But now, you know, after all that, now you want to ask if it's necessary.
Mr. Brooks.
Hold on.
Mr. Brooks. It's funny how everything changed when you about to go to jail. Now it's Mr. Brooks.
Hey, listen, my man.
She needs to put her.
Can I?
Okay, you can put your phone down.
Okay, Mr. Brooks. Oh my God.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not saying that I'm refusing to sign the ticket. I'm going to sign the ticket.
You have an option now.
Because but I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks.
Y'all hear that? She's going to sign the ticket. She's going to sign the ticket, y'all. She's going to sign the ticket. A few minutes ago, she said she's not going to sign. When you get ready to go to jail, then you're going to sign. Then you're ready to sign. It's too late. You can't do that. All this would have took is a little respect, a little being quiet and shutting up, and you would have been at home fine.
I'm going to sign the ticket. I'm going to sign the ticket.
No, I'm not here to play games with you.
I know, but I'm going to sign.
Put your hands behind your back.
Mr. Brooks, I'm going to sign
Put your hands behind your back.
Why am I
You're actively resisting.
I'm asking you, why am I putting my hands behind my back?
You're under arrest.
I'm going to sign the ticket, but why am I under arrest? Why am I under arrest? I'm going to sign the ticket. I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks.
That's all it is.
I'm going to sign the ticket.
I asked you to sign the ticket. You told me you're not signing.
I'm going to sign the ticket now, Mr. Brooks. I'm going
You
to
don't
sign
have
the
that
ticket.
option now.
Why don't I have the option?
It's too late. He already asked you. I'm telling you, y'all want officers to have cameras. They get cameras, and then they have to do everything by book when they have cameras. They can't let you off the hook after they already gave you warnings. But it is what it is at this point.
I gave you two options.
She was asking for your badge number.
I'm asking for your badge number, and I was on my give me your badge number.
Sir, you do not have to hold her like that.
Oh my God, sir, Mr. Brooks, I'm telling you that I'm going to sign the
Put your
ticket.
hands.
Like, why ain't tell her to shut up and sign the ticket? You know, all this talk now. This is how it goes, man. This is men. Look, men in the community and the collective. They've been trained to do this. This stuff like you seeing right now. Like I said, that's not new. You know, you got to defend this woman at all costs. And when you could have told her to shut up and sign the ticket in the first place, that's all it would have took. Shut up and sign the ticket. Let's go home. But now all of a sudden you want to tell him to get you, not hold her like that and all this stuff like that. No, she going to jail. This is the dude, regardless how much you like or dislike the police force, sheriff's department. In the end of the day, they have dominion over the street. You know, they are the ones that have licenses to do what they do, not you. So why would you sit here and argue with? Just tell the woman to sign the ticket, shut the hell up, and then we're gonna go home.
Behind your back.
I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I'm going to sign the ticket. Why am I being arrested? Can you please tell me why I'm being arrested? Oh my God! I'm so sick, my God. Please, in the name of Jesus, please, God, in the name. Why am I being arrested, Mr. Brooks? I'm going to sign the ticket.
Don't call Jesus now.
Mr. Brooks, why am I being arrested? Why am I being arrested? I don't understand why I'm being arrested. Can you please tell me why I'm being arrested?
Turn around and put your hands behind
You
your
tell
back.
me why I'm being arrested. I have the right. I have the right to know. Oh my God.
Put your hands behind your back.
Oh
Stop
my
resisting.
God.
Stop resisting.
What are you taking her for?
I didn't
Why are you pulling out?
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Come on, sir. This is unnecessary.
And you know the sad part about this is the same thing that young men do when they get in these situations where they get tickets and then go home, but they sit here and whine, cry and whine and yell and scream and do all this junk, and then and make everything worse. She had a chance, man. I don't feel sorry for her.
What are you doing? This is over. This over.
Why am I being arrested?
Just put your hands behind your back.
I don't understand why I'm being arrested. That's why I'm not putting my hands behind my back. You have
He told you why you was getting arrested because you refused to sign the ticket. He told the dude in the beginning. The dude signed the ticket. You chose to sit here and be Big Mama and not do it. Now you're going to jail. I don't understand why is this such a hard concept?
not giving me a reason.
physically
So why am I
resisting.
getting? I'm not. You didn't haven't told me my rights or told me why I'm being arrested. That's exactly why I'm not putting my hands on my back. God, please. Oh my God!
Yeah, give me your hands.
Here go that damn screaming.
I need you to back up, sir. You got every right you could, but you need to back up.
Oh my God! I don't understand why I'm not being arrested. I don't understand. Please, sir, you have not told me why I'm being arrested, and that's why I have not put my hands behind my back. You have not told me, or you have not read me my rights or anything, and you're steady doing this to me. I don't understand. Can you please just tell me why I'm being arrested? That's all I'm asking.
I just told you.
Why? Why
You refused to sign the ticket.
I did not. I told you I was going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I told you I was going to sign the ticket. Can I?
Yeah, he Mr. Brooks now. He Mr. Brooks now. Y'all got to realize, man, y'all can't do this, man. This at this point, this stuff is getting ridiculous. You know, this stuff is getting ridiculous. You know, I've been in situations where I've been taken out, you know, I've been searched or handcuffed or whatever you're talking about, and I go home at the end of the day. You know, when somebody when they give you a clear direction or directive to do something, and if it's not putting anybody else in harm's way, or you putting yourself in harm's way, or anything that incriminates you, why not do it and then go home? I don't understand why you try to fight and then turn around. And I guarantee they would have, if this video wasn't there, they would have tried to make it seem like it was some kind of big assault, but it wasn't. Y'all see it here.
Please sign the ticket.
Put your hands behind your back.
I don't understand.
Put your hands behind your back,
I'm
man.
telling you, I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I will sign the ticket, please.
Now, put your hands behind your back.
Why you? I don't understand.
Put your hands behind your back.
You're handling me.
Put your hands behind your back.
Please, God, please.
Put your hands behind your back.
You're hurting me. You are hurting me.
Okay, put your hands behind your back.
I told you I'm not putting my hands. You have not told me already my rights. You have not done any of that. You're not telling me why I'm going to jail. Please, God.
Put your hands behind your back.
Please, God. Please. Mr. Brooks, tell me why I'm being arrested.
Oh my God, why we gotta act a damn fool like this? I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it.
You're hurting me. You are hurting me.
Stop resisting. Come
I'm
on.
trying to tell you what. Ouch! You are, Mr. Brooks, you are hurting my arm.
Come on, man.
Oh my God! Is this real?
Sliding all on the damn ground. Come on, man. Get your stuff. You'll be out. I guarantee you'll be out within the hour. But now what's up, Bells G? I know he playing with her, but he's doing that. You know, let's see. Let me put that up there. He's doing that because he's trying not to hurt her. He really is trying not to hurt her. But, this dude got more patience than anybody. He deserves some kind of award after this, but she do need to go to jail. I mean, it's just stupid, but she didn't have to. It does look like resisting. When somebody tells you it wasn't that big of a deal in the first place, but people are getting tired. They're not trying to fight you. They're not trying to argue with you. And when somebody is being respectful to you, when you are in violation, do what you have to do. I was saying earlier that a lot of this stuff would have even got through out if you went to court. So, nobody cares, especially if you plead your case, you knew the town, they could have threw it out.
Please, God, in the name of Jesus, please, God, I've been arrested.
Y'all hurting me. Certain distance, go now move.
Oh my
I wish I had the cops theme song, man. I'm gonna get the cops theme song when I come next time I come in here. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna attack? No, I'm sick and no sticky. Your ass going to jail.
Code 4063.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
That was unnecessary.
Oh my God!
And you shut up. You could have told her it was unnecessary to tell this dude that you wasn't gonna sign his ticket.
You can record from over here.
Oh my God!
What's your name, officer? What's your name, sir? Officer Taylor.
Look at that. The 15 cars and came, man. Y'all embarrassed.
All right, sit up.
But the dudes on the back talking about, boy, wait till I get home, tell my wife about what just happened. What just happened? That's what it Baby, I had to arrest some silly ass woman today, and all she had to do was sign the ticket.
Where y'all taking her?
Oh my God!
The jail.
Oh my God! Please, God!
I can't, man. Y'all look, man. Y'all got. Y'all gotta do better than that, man. Y'all gotta do better than this. Y'all have to do better than this. Shahrazad Ali said something. Shahrazad Ali said something, and I'm paraphrasing that the black woman has been the only woman or the only person in the United States that has gone uncontested and unscrutinized for years. 4 years. And this all leads up to the passport bros and everything like that. We're gonna get to it. But that they are been the only woman that hasn't been scrutinized, haven't been looked upon, and haven't actually been challenged for anything that they do. So this is why you get some of the outcomes that you got now. Like I said, we want black officers in the police police in black neighborhoods, right? We want more black officers in these neighborhoods. We get more black officers in these neighborhoods that aren't acting out of the ordinary, that aren't doing anything besides doing their jobs, and then you decide to show your monkey ass and then go to jail for no reason. And I guarantee that she would not do another officer of a different race like this. I can almost guarantee that it wouldn't have went down like that. That's that lack of respect. That's the other resentment and contempt that a lot of these women have for black men. American women have this thing to where third wave feminism has taught them that they don't have to respect men, period. And I told you guys, everything that impacts America and the American people impacts the black community 10 times more. So this is what you're seeing right now. You're seeing this in full color. You're seeing the unwillingness, the unruliness that you see from some women. You're seeing right here, and it's playing out. She felt like the audacity of this black man to question her, to give her a ticket, that he was out of line for even doing that, which leads to her being in the back of a police car and being toted off to jail. She didn't have to do that. She didn't have to go to jail. She didn't have to do any of that. She could have been home and doing having her Netflix and chill moment with her old man. But no, she's going to jail. And this is what I'm telling you, people. This isn't about, of course, I can't say that racism and things like that don't happen from time to time, and we have pockets of things that we have to that people have to deal with. It's humanity. It's never going to go away. That's the paradigm, and that's the paradox that we live in this country. We live in a country of luxury, but at the same time, you have let's be frank with it, assholes that you have to deal with, and that's what it is. That's what it is. I think we're living in more of a time to where we have more classism than we do racism. Can I say that because of slavery and things in the past hasn't been bred down and passed down from generation to generation to impact us in certain ways? Yeah, I would be disingenuous if I said things didn't happen like that. But now we're at to a point to where we have luxuries, we have the internet, we have education, we have things to help ourselves get further in life. And most of the time, the things that get us further is decency and respect for our fellow human being and our fellow man and our fellow brethren. And when you don't have some of those decencies, those small decencies and things that help you get to through and help you slide easy through life, things like this happen sometimes. And especially the black woman in America, you guys are going to have to realize that the way that the Gen X and the way that your mothers and your grandmothers did things and were able to do things are not the way things are going to go anymore. It's not happening. You see it, which is why you see men going overseas, which is why you're seeing men being fed up. It's all leading into it. Women didn't have to. Women have never been scrutinized. Women have all in this instance in particular, black women have never really haven't in for a long time appreciated black men. And now you're seeing black men say they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with the attitude. They don't have to deal with the attitude. And this is why you have this instant right here. And this is why you have men saying they rather go and sell the seven seas to find somebody else somewhere. And it's because they don't have to deal with it no more. This has been building up for a long time. And I think women really didn't they took it for granted and didn't believe that men will ever be in a position to do the things that they said they want to do. But they are. Men are doing better and better all the time. No, no matter what they tell you, a lot of these women will say that black men are dusty. They're not worth anything. They're not doing anything, but obviously are, because of like the men that you see in this police department, all of them were African American men. The men that are going overseas to do them and doing better about themselves for the most part are men of color. So you see this are black men. I'll say it like that in these instances. And like I said, if you go uncontested and if you go through life just believing that the men are just here and you're taking them for granted and they're just here for whatever you want, and they're not going to be able to go anywhere because nobody else values them like you say you do, you're obviously mistaken. And this is just a culmination of the things to come. Let me see. Back this out.
Get in the car.
I can't even listen to it. Let's see. What's the next one? Move this
Sit up
down
and get in the
here.
car.
Make sure if you coming through the channel, if you sliding through and you like this content, or if you
Go ahead and search
have
up before I
anything to
put it
say,
in.
make sure you get into that comment section. Make sure you hit the like button on this stream. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel because I need you. I can't go anywhere without your help. And the next one. All right. So, the OnlyFans model. Make sure you guys can see that. Blow this up. So OnlyFans model Courtney Taylor attacked her boyfriend in the elevator. Now, if y'all haven't remembered last year that this big case was happening when this OnlyFans model, and I believe she was an IG model, actually killed her boyfriend, but she was pleading some kind of insanity case. Now she's been charged with murder, and it seems like there is more and more evidence piling up, and this is a little bit of it. When everybody thinks the grass is greener on the other side, and people can treat you different kinds of ways just because of their skin color, you are already messed up. Because if you haven't realized, anybody that has been born in the continental United States is damaged. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're white. I don't care if you're black. You're damaged. You're a part of this big social media debacle that's been going on, and you're a part of it. You're a part of it, no matter how much you don't like it. You're a part of it. The broken homes, the single parent households, the fatherless homes. You're all a part of it. You're all a part of it, and no matter what, that's just the way it is. And no matter what you look like, it doesn't make any difference. Let me push. Let me find. I hate this mouse. Do y'all see her beating the brakes off dude? Beating the brakes off dude in here. And he didn't hit her back. He didn't hit her back, but she tagging the hell out of him. He pushed her because they're in the elevator. You guys got to remember, he can't just run away and walk away. He's in the elevator. So he's defending himself. He's defending himself. So later on that night, she ends up killing the guy. She ends up killing him, and then she pleads some kind of special insanity case in Florida. Now they charged her with murder, and this couldn't have helped. This couldn't have helped at all because she was psycho. This is a psychopath chick, and I'm telling you guys, please stop spreading the message that women, white women, Asian women, or anybody else is better than the black woman, the B-dub. They're all crazy. They all got their caveats. They're all crazy. There's no way around it. Like I said, if you're born in the continental United States, you're broken and you're damaged goods. It is what it is for the most part. 10 to 20% of women on that are decent women. The rest of them you're seeing right before you. And it's sad. It is sad. It's sad. I hate to see anybody that happened to anybody, but you guys gotta you really gotta stop pedestalizing these women, because they're no different, and they'll tell you that they're no different. The what was the other one? The Asian woman actually allegedly tried to poison her husband. She tried to poison her husband, and it gets worse from there. You know what I'm saying? It gets worse from there. If you haven't seen that, let me see that. I think I got that somewhere too. Let me see. You know what that is? Yeah, California doctor says he caught his wife dumping Drano. What is that? In his lemonade after he rigged kitchen cameras. After he rigged the kitchen with cameras. This is, I mean, look, come on, man. You believe this stuff doesn't happen to other people. You think it's just one race of people. And I know the black community, or our community, but the collective actually has, its own separate troubles. But all of them are crazy. You can't trust hardly anybody these days. And this is showing you, the dude before gets beat up by his old girl. You got the California. These are doctors. This isn't a OnlyFans chick and a UFC fighter. This is two doctors. This is a doctor. He caught his wife dumping Drano in his lemonade, allegedly. But Let's see. Hope there's no damn ad or something on here. Bet you it's an ad.
Over the past
I don't see no damn ad. All right. A California radiologist says he has video evidence of his wife, a dermatologist, spiking drinks with dangerous household chemicals on multiple occasions. After he developed internal injuries, he hid cameras in the kitchen. Irvine police arrested 45-year-old dermatologist Dr. Yu, who also goes by Emily, last week on suspicions of poisoning. She has not yet been formally charged, according to Orange County District Attorney's Office. Dr. Jackson Chin, 53 years, her 53-year-old husband, filed for an order of protection Friday. He said he was fearful of being in the same home in the presence of a, what's this say, respondent due to respondents recorded attempts to poison me with Drano. Chin's request for domestic violence restraining order reads, this man can't even live in his own home anymore. This man can't live in his own home anymore. He's fearful to be in the same house with her because he thinks he's going to kill it or she's going to kill him. Look, I'm not going to go through all that. That's just pretty much self-explanatory. You see the cameras. He placed the cameras in the home in March and April after noticing chemical taste in his lemonade, y'all. Chemical taste in his lemonade and being diagnosed with ulcers and gastronitis and esophagitis, according to the filing. So this dude was burning up from the inside out because this old lady was putting Drano in his drinks, and looks like he has enough evidence. I don't even know how she got out with all this video that he had, but apparently he got out. But this what I'm trying to say is that you got to protect yourself. You got to protect yourself at all times. None of them are different. You can't go and just put all things on one person, man. They all have their things about them. They all have their parts about them that makes you just not want to deal with it. But it's nuts. You guys is something else. I can't tell you. But back to no, let me finish that up, guys. You guys gotta be smarter than that. You guys can't sit here and pass on this information of saying one person's better than another person, because they're not. They're all human beings. If there's one thing I know about human things, they have mastered the art of lying and killing each other. That's what we do. We excel at lying and killing each other. If we can't do anything else good, we're gonna find a plethora of ways to do that. And just no matter who they are, you got to remember that the human part of them gives them the ability and the knowledge to do that. But the next part of this is I wanted to talk about. Now, I didn't talk about this at the beginning either, but this video is from I think Alpha Gaming, and this is that Kendra G deal went on. So apparently Kendra G, dating host or whatever you want to call her, of her dating show on Instagram and YouTube, has pretty much had something to say about male YouTubers using her content, under fair use. Fair use. It's a thing that gives you the ability to use people content in a reformative manner. You can't just copy and paste somebody's content and then expect you not to get in trouble. But that's not what fair use is. What we're gonna do is fair use. And what she said about people that are using her video, we're gonna hear about it right now. Let's get it.
Shouldn't have said that. I went to his house one day and I thought he would never watch your show. He wasn't watching your show, but he was watching the guy that commentates after the show. So I gotta be nice.
No, you don't gotta be nice. And I'm getting rid of all these commentators after the show. Listen, you small penis men that be taking my comments, my content, and trying to make a role for yourself. Get your own popping. So I've been really, really busy, but people are starting to send me the videos of people. I don't need no commentator after my show. Okay, right. So you're not necessary. So I'm not gonna call you out by name because you would desire that. So
It's pretty low bells on their end. Can you hear it? Make sure you can hear it. I'll bag it up a little bit. But it's pretty low on their end. It's all the way up on mine. Let me see.
Send me the videos of people. I don't need no commentator after my show. Okay, right. So you're not necessary. So I'm not gonna call you out by name because you would desire that. So just know all you men that are taking my comments, because what happens is y'all only take women. It's men that be taking my comments, my content, and trying to make a role for yourself. Get your own popping.
That is hey, that's reaction. That's what you're just gonna have to get used to, Kendra. That's reaction. That's what people are doing. That's what all the YouTubers across the great internet and all the rest of these content creators are doing reactionary videos. You're just gonna have to get used to the landscape. I don't even always understand how reactionary videos get the views they do, but they do, and you're gonna have to get used to it. You're not gonna be able just to say that take everybody's free speech away. Nobody's stealing your content, but they're more so reacting off of the craziness or off of the crazy women that you have on your show. So don't get upset. It's okay that people get more views than you making videos off of your own videos. You know what I'm saying? Making reactions off your own videos. It is what it is. This is a capitalist society, and you're going to have to get used to it.
It is after the show. Listen, you small penis men that be taking my comments, my content, and trying to make a role for yourself. Get your own popping. So I've been really, really busy, but people are starting to send me the videos of people. I don't need no commentator after my show. Okay, right. So you're not necessary. So I'm not gonna call you out by name because you would desire that. So just know all you men that are taking my comments, because what happens is y'all only take women. How come y'all not commenting on the men that come on my show that be full of? I can see if y'all will bring.
And content creators have said that too, because that doesn't get the views. You know what I'm saying? Men talk about men. We talk about each other all the time when it needs to be talked about. But for some reason, they want to see the foolishness that you are bringing up on your show. Kevin did the same thing. So don't act like you're brand new. That's the part that gets on my nerves about some of these people that act like that, they're brand new. You're in this social media game, and then you're acting brand new about everything. Come on. Come on. You know why.
Breaking your brothers down and saying, as a man, you should step up. So let them know right now, any man that takes my comment, my show, my content, to make comments on, they all have small penises, and that's why. Bruh. If they have big penises, they be out with their woman. But instead, they gotta keep they in the house to watch what I'm doing on my show with a small penis. Bruh. Get no vagina. So just know, anytime y'all see somebody taking my content, that's what they are.
That's what they are. Let me blow up my screen for this. Let me blow up my screen for this so y'all can see me. Y'all can see me good. A wise man once said that when a woman runs out of intelligent things to say, they use sign language. That's the shame, insult, and the guilt and need to be right. They use sign language. I know you guys remember that. So my thing is, what made Kendra G say what she said? What made Kendra G say what she said about this childish thing on talking about men's sexuality for just wanting to make a reactionary content out of her videos? Why did she say that? What made her say that? I want you guys to think about that. Why did she say that? Why did Kendra say that? Look, you guys got to realize that Kendra G is a modern woman. She's a modern American black woman. You know what I'm saying? And if you have been around long enough, you'll understand that modern women in this particular case, the modern black women are master pontificators. They're master pontificators. This is where the I said what I said and period stuff came from. They do that. They talk smack. They are passive aggressive. They do these little catty things like that. And it's a shame, but most of us are used to it. Most of us are used to it. See, in America, women think that men are only good for two things. This is what the third wave feminism has looked at men as: either wallets or D's, or penises. Wallets or D's. That's what they think that's what they feel like we are. And in the case of the black collective, if you let them tell it, we aren't good enough for anything but our D's. That's why they say on all of these shows, the first thing they say is the man got to be tall, or his D game got to be strong. No matter if he's got anything else, those are the first things that he has to have. And he doesn't have, if he doesn't have that, most of the time, what is it? It's a deal breaker, right? Which is why a lot of these women are in the positions they are in the first place, because they put a lot of this, a lot of the value that they put in a man is in this D game, or in this, something stupid, something outwardly, and then they end up having to pay, having to take care of the dude, and then they get on Kendra's show and then tell her they don't want the next thing they wanted in a man is not to be a liar, and for him to have his own job, for her not to have to take care of him. But if she looked at things more than what how his D game was, they wouldn't be in the situations that they are now. But of course, that's what it is. So, like I said, in the black collective, they feel like black men are meat, or just objects, or objects of their sexual pleasure. So, and they can think what they want to think. You know what I'm saying? They can think what they want to think. That's not the problem. The problem is you believing, as a man, you believing that the only thing you're good for is your sexual prowess, is your sexuality, your ability to please one of these stragglicious women. That's the problem. It's not the problem that they people, you can't change what people think. You can't change if somebody thinks or feels the way Kendra G is feeling. I feel like that's all petty. That's all pettiness, and it's sign language that they use because she doesn't have anything intelligent to say. If she was intelligent, she wouldn't have said any of that at all, because she knew all this stuff lined up and fell under the fair use practices, but she doesn't. So she's showing her unintelligence, and it's playing out in this video. So, like I said, the reason that they're saying the things that they say, or they say these kind of things, is they want you to believe that you're only good for your D game, that the only thing good about you, and the only thing that is good for about you, only thing that you're good for, is sexually pleasing them. So of course they want you to feel like the whole of your masculinity, all of your being is predicated to pleasing her. And what does that do? What is your her sexual gratification and your sexual ability have to do with all this? If you feel like that's all you have to give to society, if you feel like that's all you have to give to a woman, you're going to wear that sexuality, you're going to wear that your sexual ability on your chest like like Superman's ass, or you're going to wear it on your sleeves. So when they attack it, of course, that's what you have to represent you as a man. So you don't want them attacking it, right? No, you don't want them attacking it, because that's all you have. So, of course, I'm not going to talk about Kendra G, or I'm not going to do Kendra G videos, because there are the women in the community going to think that I got a small D. And that's fine for unintelligent, low IQ people. But for the ones that have bigger IQs and that actually know what's going on here, this, ain't nobody listening to this BS. Ain't nobody listening to it. And you played your hand, and like they say in the South, you showed your slip, Kendra. You showed your slip. You let everybody know out there what you were. You try to come out night after night trying to make it seem like you actually want to hold some of these women feet to the fire, when you're actually 100% pro sisterhood. It is what it is. I knew it, and it's crazy if you guys just now seeing this, or you just believe, you're just figuring this out, but you shouldn't. She's from Chicago, for God's sakes. No, I like Chicago. Shout out to everybody from Chicago. That was just a dig. But like I said, it's not the problem that they say this. They're going to continue to say this. They're going to continue to do these kind of things because it's ingrained in them. It's ingrained in them because they so for so long have been used to these Tyrone and Chad type dudes and being able to break his masculinity by insulting his manhood. They did the same thing to Kevin Samuels when they didn't like what he was saying. What did they do? They called him what?
Bruh.
Gay. That's what they do. They attack your sexuality. They attack your manhood to get you to shut up. But it's only so long you can do that stuff. It's only so long that you're going to be able to play these cards in these hands until people just say screw it. We ain't got to deal with it. And that's what's bringing me to the Passport Bros. You know, shout out to the Passport Bros. Because like I said before, it's been a long time coming. It's things like it's people like Kendra G. It's women like that act like that. It's women that believe they can have the power over you to play these games, to play these chameleon games, to do and act like she's acting, and then turn around and say we love black men and we want black men here. Do you women they understand, they know. Hashtag they know what they're doing. They know about the mind games and they don't care because they look at you just as a thing for sexual gratification. That's why they put so much emphasis into it. But a lot of these guys say they don't want to deal with it no more. Why do they have to deal with the games? Why do they have to deal with women forcefully having to deal with the back and forth power struggle with these women when they don't have to? And they might deal with some of the sassiness. They might deal with some of because they are women in these different countries at that. But do you have to do? People don't really realize how much of a nuisance, how annoying this kind of thing is to some people. And a lot of the old Gen Xers sat there and deal with it, and they sit there and are withering up and dying as we speak. Some of the OGs in the community are still sitting here defending this, saying that we need to help and fix these women. A lot of us millennials say, hell no, you do what you want to do. We ain't doing it no more. And the Gen C say, screw the whole thing. So this is what's happening. This is what's happening with the Passport Bros. Not give a shout out to them. I appreciate the guys doing what they do. You know, I don't care about how they spending their money, but the important thing is that people see these guys making moves, doing something different, giving people and women the ability to see that these men ain't playing. They're going to do what they got to do to not have to deal with the headaches of the American woman. And you're seeing it play out live and in living color. They need to see this, not because they need to rub it in their faces that they're just dating out or moving away, because some of these men date black women for other countries too. The thing is, they need to see that women don't own or aren't tethered to these men these days, and men are fed up and men are done. And this will continue to happen, and you will continue to see this. I believe men, and I will keep pushing for men to continue to better themselves, because you don't have to settle. You know, they often talk about having to settle for men, you know, average women having to settle for men, average men, and then all to find out the women aren't average, they're below average. So this is coming to a peak, and it's going to go one way or the other. You know, it's a hard fight, and it's a hard battle on this hill of the delusion, but it is what it is. They built this grand hill of the might die on it, and that's on them. But like I said, I'm not going to stay here and let it, just not say anything. I'm not going to sit here and just let this stuff slide and let this stuff happen, because a lot of the problems we have in the collective is because men were just freaking complacent, and then sit here and take a beating and take whips from these women and out of chivalry. But like the great Dave Chappelle said, chivalry is dead, and a lot of these women killed it. Guys, long live the Passport Bros. Long live everybody out here in YouTube land. I appreciate everybody for doing the things that they do, all the great content creators, because you know what? They inspire us. We inspire each other. And I hope everybody continues to do what they do and continue to grow and continue to prosper. I hope that everybody doesn't back down and keep Remember to keep doing the things that you desire to do. You got to be out there and be happy. You got to live happy. You got to be happy. You got to live to do the things that you want to do. And nobody can stop you from doing that but you. So, guys, I appreciate it. If you came through, make sure that you share this stream. Make sure that you hit the like button. Make sure that you continue to share my streams. Make sure that you tell people and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers, man, and I need you guys to help me do that. Not because I can't do it without you. I am at a little over 1 hour. So I feel like I did a pretty good time. So make sure you do that. Make sure you see that ticker at the bottom of the screen and do that, guys. I'll see you later. I'm out of here.